Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Cool Wall. Now let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. For our first car, I got something special. This is my own design that I made by myself. Now, because I made this design, I am a little biased. So, therefore, the rule is, if I make it, it goes there. I think it fits with the other two cars, you know. Now, for the next car, and our first real car, we have the Mclaren Elba. Those of you that don't know, this car doesn't have a windshield. But when you sit in it, your hair won't look like this. That's because when the air goes in from this part right here, it goes through a little channel and it goes up and it comes out through here and it goes up. And as the car is moving forward, the air that moves up, that's being bent upwards, is then bent back because of aerodynamics and is bent over, creating like a canopy. So your hair won't get messy. I don't know how it stops bugs though. Now this seems like a really cool design, but I just see one very big problem. What if you're driving and it starts raining? And I'm not talking about it like this part. Forget about that, okay? A lot of cars have that problem. I know about this part. Because if there's a puddle and you go through it, will the water go into you? Like imagine just driving and getting up with a rainwater just... I'm sure some of you are used to it, but... Now this car should technically go over there because it's really stupid. It's just over engineering. It's making a problem that doesn't exist and solve a problem. But I think it is a little bit cool because a lot of cars don't have a roof. Okay, that's not a new thing. This is a really cool idea. And I see where they were going. I mean, it's not practical, but it was a good idea. So I think if you drive this, you're pretty cool. Now moving swiftly on to my next car, which is one of my favorites, is the Mclaren Senna. Now I could talk about this car all day. I mean, this isn't a showboating playboy's car. This is a race driver's car, okay? And it was named after my favorite racing driver of This car was also named after my favorite racing driver of all time, Ayrton Senna. Now Ayrton Senna is a man that I aspire to be just like one day. This is a man who donated over $400 million of his own personal fortune to people in need, and he did not say a single word while he was alive. It wasn't until after his death that people realized just how giving this man was. And not just how he was as a man. Even on the track, him as a racing driver, he was just something else. I mean, when you see him race, he would rather let that person crash with him and lose the whole race than let that person go past. I mean, if you want to fall in love with Formula 1 and racing, watch 1984 Monaco Grand Prix. Man, that drive that he did is still one of the greatest of all time. Now when I heard McLaren was making a car named after Ayrton Senna, I was a little worried. Because I didn't want them to put his name on a car that didn't deserve it. But I can say wholeheartedly that McLaren has gone above and beyond when it comes to this car. And I think wherever Ayrton is, I hope he's proud of what they've done. Which is why this will be the first car to go on Grand Tour. Now, the final car in today's video will be the Maserati Mc12. Now, I know I said that those two went there because you couldn't really buy them and their production numbers were low, and I know everything I said for that could be applied to this and everything I say for this can be applied to that. But, you know, not a lot of people can buy one. It's unfortunate. But by that logic, all those supercars would go on that part. So, and that would be pretty boring. It's my wall, so deal with it. Now this car, I think is very special because you don't see anything else like it. I mean, it's literally, it is so low to the ground, it's insane. And it's not just that, it's just like, the proportions of it just seem insane to me. Like, the Pagani and the Jesko are beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they stay in proportions to themselves. Like I could draw a circle around the car and everything would stay in that circle. But with this, I feel like if I drew a circle, it'd have to go like, maybe I'm talking out of my ass. To me, this car that I seen is Scarlett Johansson. You wouldn't really forget it, would you? Which is why it's not a cool car, but it's an uncool car. So, am I right or am I right? Well, we're starting to get some on the board. I have 9 subscribers. I tried promoting it on Reddit, and Reddit Lamborghini hate me now, so that's good. Maybe it was a bad idea, who knows. I'm an idiot. Have a good day, guys. I mean, imagine if a door had a hole. Oh wait, it does. Now, Mclaren Senna, he is the man that I aspire to become one day. Man. In this car is I seen Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson.
But this is Italian. I mean, so is the Pagani. Okay, it looks like they've taken a plane and cut off the wings. I mean, I think this car is like skiing, like skiing.